What's going on, guys? I just wanted to make a quick video on something that I feel like there's a lack of on YouTube, and that's a proper way to actually build your team and a proper way to level up your team. So it all depends basically how you want to build your team, on what formation you want to use, and also what league you want to use. Because chemistry is a pretty big part. If you don't have 120 chemistry, yeah, you're wasting your time playing the game. Basically, you need that chemistry as high up as you can get because it all revolves around chemistry, especially in versus attack. In head to head and campaign, chemistry doesn't matter, but when it comes to versus attack, if you want to get to the top, if you don't have 120 chemistry, you're at such a disadvantage. So as you can see, I'm looking at my team right here, and it's not 120. Then that's because I'm waiting on my Team of the Year Ronaldo card. I'm waiting to complete the grind to get him. Not really going to spend any money on Team of the Year, but this is my team, and I feel like it's one of the best teams that there are. I mean, minus Ederson, because obviously he's not a Ederson and Griezmann, they're not from Syria. The reason why I got Ederson is because I feel like there was a lack of good goalies, and at the time he was the only one that came out. That was before 95 goalkeepers were a thing. So he was the best goalkeeper card that there was out there, so I got him. Griezmann, I had him on here because I got him at the team of the week. The same week I got Messi. As you can see, Messi is here in my team. But yeah, this King card's only temporary. I'm going to get that team of the year, Cristiano Ronaldo, and he's going to go into my team. And that's going to be my team. But today I wanted to focus on upgrading your team, which is your midfield, and the best way to do it, in my opinion, before anything else, if you want to spend any coins or you want to spend any time in your rewards doing these events, you should be focusing above all on skill boosts. Skill boosts are the most important thing when you're building your team because they impact your teams overall so much, and a lot of people don't focus on that. A lot of people want the big overall players, but if you don't have the right skill boosts, they're basically worthless. You can see I have a +8 for one defender, +10, +11. And these skill boosts matter a lot. You need to get these skill boosts leveled up because you want to have the best possible overall team. And that's the only reason why I'm supposed to be a 101 overall just because Kane's there right now. But I'm going to be 101 once I get that Cristiano Ronaldo back into my team. But the reason that my team is so high of an overall is you can see the skill boosts do everything. My team is only up generally they're all 91s. I have a few 92s. And of course Ronaldo's going to be a 96. But what I'm trying to say is, so you can see my team's not really that actual high of a level. What it is that I have a lot of skill boosts. So my first step for anything, whether it's defense, goalkeeper, attackers, or midfield, you need to have as high skill boosts as you can. Now the way that I did it to get these skill boosts was in events you need to focus your rewards kind of more towards skill boosts instead of the ridiculously 95 master that you're so desperate to get but you end up coming short anyway. My honest advice is wait for him to come in the market and then buy him. Most players now are extremely cheap compared to last season. Last season these players would have been absolutely ridiculous. Like, you would have to pay so many coins to get some of these players, and the only players here that are actually worth anything is icons and team of the year starters. Aside from that, nothing else is really worth it on the market. Everything else is basically diluted. It's so bad. The market this time around is so bad, but good at the same time because prices are low, but to make coins off of the market is honestly pretty dreadful. But I wanted to show you guys what I'm talking about. How can you upgrade your midfield? And you can do this. The only thing you're going to need is coins. And honestly, it all depends. You don't need a certain amount of coins because it's relatively cheap, especially if you have elites. This is going to be most effective. As you can see, I don't have any elites right now. But I'll tell you what I will do. So you can see right here, I have a bunch. I don't want to butcher his name, but let me try to pronounce it. I'm just going to call him Savage, okay? I have a bunch of Savage cards, which is the final campaign reward. And his market value, which I'm about to show you right now, is only 1.6 million coins. Now, don't get me wrong, 1,000,000 coins is still a lot, but it's not ridiculous compared to some of the other players. Let me just put his overall here because I'm not going to remember how to spell that. Maybe I'll just put his last name, but generally it doesn't let me. Okay, here he comes. So you can see a lot of people are betting 1.5 mil. Some people are listing them higher than they should, like 2 million. You're not gonna get 2 million for this card. Honestly, look, watch. Yeah, here we go. look, you see 1.6 million is what you're gonna look at to try to get for him. A lot of people are gonna post cards higher than their value is. Don't buy those cards. People are wasting their time. I don't understand what they think that they're gonna get out of the card, but I would just ignore that. And I'm actually gonna show you what I mean by how much he can level up a player. If I have a free midfielder here, yeah, okay, I have a few. I'm trying to look at which ones I want to use it on, or even if I want to use it on. I'll show you though, for example, though. So let's just do one of them. You see, from one of these cards, of course, I mean, it costs, 900,000 because he's leveling up 100 overalls, but that's my point. One card is going to get him to an 86. You use two of those cards, he's an 88, and easily with three of them, he's at 90. Now, granted, this guy started off way at the bottom. Way at the bottom, he's only a 75 overall. So you have to keep that in mind. You're not going to be spending three of them, especially if your card's already in elite that's an 88 or 87 or something like that. To get them up to a 90 is going to be relatively cheap. You're probably going to pay, to level them up. Not that very much. I think I have let's see here. Let me see if I have a different card that I can use. All right, let's use this Mandzukic card as an example. He's a little bit less XP than Messi, but let's just use him. As you can see, one card gets this Mandzukic up 3 levels, which that I understand is a hard thing to come by, especially when you're trying to level up your team, because XP in this game is so much more rare than it is in last seasons. You don't really get that much XP. And this is the best way because this is, 315,000 XP per card. So it's the best way to level up your team fast, and it even works at a high overall like my team is, as you can see. These guys are 91s. You say you have like 10 million coins laying around. You buy 5 of these cards. 5. Yeah, that's 5. Or you can use... Alright, this guy requires 7. So, because he's only a 91, right? But you use these cards, and then you level him up, and he's going to be maxed out at 95. So this is effective no matter how high of overall your team is. Or I'll show you with this guy. Since he's a 92 right now, I'll show you with him what I'm talking about here. Why isn't it letting me train? Okay, there we go. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, there you go. I used 3 cards on him. 2 million coins to upgrade. But you can see he's going to be maxed out to a 95. So keep that in mind. This is honestly probably the best way to go about it. And you can also do this. I have another video that I'm going to come out with, which is like a similar tactic basically to do your attackers. I haven't done it because I purchased all those cards. I purchased I don't know how many of them I purchased. Let's see, I have 7, looks like 12. I got 12 of those cards, all for around 1.6 million just to level up my team. Right now, obviously, I don't have coins, but when I get the coins, you better believe I'm going to be leveling my team and, trying to push into those higher overalls. I don't think I'm going to max out one player at a time. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to just try to get him up, 1 or 2 overalls. Maybe get this guy to like a 93. So you can see here he's a 93. Use 3 of them. Just kind of balance my team out to a 93. Hopefully my team overall goes up to 103 or something like that, 104. And then, as time goes on, I'm going to max them out. And they're going to be generally the same level as Ronaldo. And like I said, what's really going to help is going to be those skill boosts. Because, those skill boosts are what's going to boost you up to those teams that you see that are at 116 overall, like the top players in the world. So just keep that in mind. But that's a pretty good tactic to have. All you need is coins. I'm giving you an honest method of doing this. I'm not BSing you by saying, clickbaiting the title and be like, oh, easiest way to level up your team. This is the easiest way to level up your team. Player XP is so hard to come by, especially 315,000 XP. That's really hard to come by. And with this, paying 1.3 million coins, that's honestly, to me, that's a pretty fair reward. You can get in some past rewards, you'd have to pay like $15 to get like 800,000 XP. So it's a pretty good method, especially if you're thinking about the value of these players. These value literally in last season they would have been listed at least 10 million coins, and now they're only listed for 1.6 million. So it's a pretty good thing to do. As you see, look, I'll show you another example of Paulo Dybala, and here he is, maxed out, 95, and that's crazy. That's crazy. A 95 overall player that can be yours with just a couple of these guys. 10 million before would have been the cost of one of those players. You can get your player to a 95 overall with those 10 million coins now, which is something that you guys should keep in mind with doing this. I think that honestly it's the best way, especially if you get like a team of the year starter. You don't use like Messi or Ronaldo or Mbappe. You sell one of those, get that 20 million coins, buy like 7 or 8 of them, and then use that to max out your team a little bit and get them up on the levels. But yeah, guys, I hope that this helps you out, to level up your team and help you improve in FIFA Mobile. More content is coming to the channel, especially more informational content about the game, how certain events work or how to level up your team and so forth. And so much content is going to come out that I think you guys should please subscribe to the channel so you don't miss those videos. I'm going to do the same kind of video, but for an attacker. I'm going to show you what player you should use to level up and what's the best way to go about it. Who are the best cards? I'm sorry, I have an Italian team, and in general, a 3-5-2 works best to do this method because there's 5 midfielders. And that means you can get 5 of those players maxed out with one of the cards versus, the less players you run for forwards or midfielders. True, the less you have to level up, but the less players you can use using this method. I'm still working on a defense one. There's not a player like that that's cheap where you can just do that method. So I'm trying to look at the best method as of right now to level up defense. So stay tuned for that video as well. But it's going to be coming out. All of it's going to be coming out. Right now, for sure, we're going to cover midfield and attackers. And hopefully next video, I have my Cristiano Ronaldo and also some coins to upgrade my team so you can see what I'm talking about. But that's going to be it for this video, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please subscribe. And also, if you want to make your FIFA YouTube videos, but FIFA mobile YouTube videos on your own, you think you have something to show, please download what I use to screen record. It's called a DU recorder. Go ahead and download it in the link in the description if you're interested in that. And please subscribe to the channel, like the channel. And I also have a website linked at the bottom, or at the bottom in the description. And my website is another FIFA mobile informational website. I kind of update every once in a while on certain items that are in the store, events, what can you expect for free-to-play players especially, and just kind of methods and tips in the game if you need some help, if you want to improve your overall and you really want to be one of the top players in the world. Please, follow that website and follow my YouTube channel, and I hope that I can help you guys reach the top. But as always, I really appreciate the support. Any like, comment, or subscription that you can give me, I'll really be thankful for that. So I hope you guys have a good day. We'll see you in the next video.